Hello, and welcome to another update video about SUI. Yeah, the SUI chart is really at a key inflection point, and we have arrived at the $1.99 level, which is the 50% retracement of the previous third wave rally. So it's a very deep correction. That's the main question now. Can the bulls turn up here? And actually the last low must hold. I mean, maybe one more low slightly below the previous one. But if we break below it, I think that's it for this scenario. We'd have to think about alternatives. I mean, the alternative would just be that the top already formed in this C wave. Yeah, this would be the alternative because it is long enough. I mean, that move up has reached all Fibonacci extension targets. So targets have been reached. Yeah, because if you watched previous videos, then you will know that I consider this primarily the yellow scenario, which is an A, B, C structure. And if you are familiar with our Elliott wave technique, then you know that for a C wave, we typically expect the 100% extension target to be reached at least. And that was already a while ago. So this was the level around $2.85 that got reached already in November. So that was when the first ideal target got reached, but the price extended higher. And extended quite a lot. So that already indicated that maybe this is all of it, the entire move up. But still, we can, just looking at the structure, still watch for one more high in the yellow scenario. But normally, when we're tracking an upside impulse like that, we don't want the price to break decisively below the 50% retracement level. Any break below the 50% retracement means that the overall upside impulse is not really valid anymore. It is technically still valid. We need to distinguish here between rules and guidelines. So technically valid, that wave 4 is valid until the price breaks below into the wave 1 price region. So what must not happen is that wave 4 overlaps with wave 1. I mean, that level is around $1.11, but we have our guidelines and it's all about probabilities. And we know that really, if the price breaks below $1.99, 50% retracement, that's too deep for a wave 4. It would have to be something else. And then the risk will just increase that this is the start of and maybe even a new bear market, a correction that could lead to new lows. Okay. The problem is with a 3-wave move to the upside, literally anything could happen. 3 waves up means, okay, what could it be? It could be a large A wave, and then we're forming a large B wave correction. And then from there, it can rally in a C wave, but it's not a high probability scenario. Or it is, let's say just a 3-wave move up, which is not indicating a long-term uptrend because we need 5 waves for that. And then it breaks to completely new lows. And other scenarios are possible, like a large triangle, a diagonal pattern. But again, they're all not high probability, which is why it becomes so problematic when an impulse breaks below support. Then we would have to wait for the next reasonable trade setup. Either way, the price has arrived at a key point. Those are typically the levels that are really interesting for traders because the reward to risk ratio here is very positive. Okay, we're very close to a key point. And I shared with you in previous videos that the price ideally would reach this blue target zone, okay, which even allows for a little bit lower. The price could go a little bit lower than $1.99. So I did say to you $1.84 is sort of my last let's say is the room I give it, the price. Okay, so below $1.84, yeah, this is just too deep. The trend is still down, so it simply is a question of, okay, do we have to change the wave count? But the trend doesn't change, right? Breaking below $1.84 still extends the trend that's already running. So assumption would be that we just extend a little bit further and would still need to see a price break above the last swing high to indicate an upside reversal is unfolding. So one more low is possible. It takes a break minimally above the last high at $3 to indicate that an upside reversal is unfolding. Then resistance is found at $3.90, $4.27, and then we can look for higher prices potentially. That's the update about SUI. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in additional content, free content, check out our newsletter. You can find the link in the description. It's also linked in the comment section. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.